We're down here in the Boneyfiddle district at Awesome Town with Heather Wisman. Now, Heather, this is one of the new places that's kind of up and coming here in Portsmouth. Now, tell us about Awesome Town. I mean, you've got all kinds of stuff that I grew up with, that a lot of other people grew up with. What brings people in?
Really, with Awesome Town, it's a lot of where we've got the college and we've got local kids, and there's not a ton for them to do. And if there is stuff for them to do, it's not put out there for them. So really, it's trying to get something for the community to enjoy as a whole, and it not just be, well, let's bring this in for the college or let's bring this in for the local, but merging the two networks there, as far as like you can get all age groups with this. I mean, there's something for everyone here.
Now, you guys just moved from a previous location, and I noticed that you guys have got all kinds of improvements going on. Looks like you've got arcade games now. Are those becoming really popular?
Yes, we've had the arcade games in for about 3 weeks, and they are a total success. Better than I could have ever dreamed. The community's really just, they're ecstatic.
Well, good deal. Now, tell us what kind of things, like say the average person who maybe has never been in here or has an idea of what type of things you carry, what they might find here.
We really carry a ton of vintage toys. I'm talking sometimes 50s and even further back. Vintage video games and current.
I saw a ton of Atari stuff over there that I grew up with.
Yeah, there's a ton of Atari stuff. We've got original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all generations of those systems and those games we try to keep in and try to keep that history alive as far as gaming goes, because the newer consoles are getting released, and when they're releasing them, they're not really putting out a ton of games for them. So whenever you've got these older systems with hundreds of titles to choose from still, I mean, you can't really complain that there's nothing to do. We also deal in a lot of used comics. We're getting in the newer books here soon. And we deal in video game accessories. Lord, there's a lot. The trading cards. We deal in Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're about to start up those official tournaments again. The DCI sanctioned around, should be fall at the latest.
Okay. Now tell me, how would people find out more about your shop? Do you have a web presence and maybe an address that people could come into?
Yeah, we're on Facebook at www.facebook.com. Awesome Town Portsmouth is our URL for that. And then we're also here Monday through Saturday at 530 second, not 530. That's the old building.
Oh, yeah.
At 522 2nd Street now, because a dragon destroyed our last building. It was a dispute. He's apologized since then, though.
Well, that's good.
Yes, yes. So everything's all right with that.
Well, Heather, thanks for taking the time to meet with us. You guys have such an interesting store and an interesting idea for a store, and we're glad you're part of the town.
Well, thanks. We're glad to be here, and we hope more shows up.